Next deck. Transporter rooms and the science labs. Oh, come on! This? Really? Computer, deactivate Muzak. I think I know who's behind this. Troublemaker. Here we are in the transporter room areas. Now, the most commonly used transporter room is the second one, transporter room 2. I wonder if I can use this. Nope. Let's have a look-see over in the science lab area, shall we? Certain death. Alright, well... Oh well, it looks like we're not taking an adventure over to the science lab today. Just kidding. You have to walk closer to the door in order for the room to spawn in. See? Here we go. Now I can do my experiments in here. With cloaking devices, and I'm... Or is that outlawed? Dang it, it's outlawed. Oh well. At least I can use this pad to look like I'm working. Throw it at the chair. In anger. In my disappointment that I can't make a frickin' cloaking device. Ooh, the ceiling looks nice, though. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this deck. We can go back to the transporter room. And get back to the turbo lift. Energize. And here we are. Back in the turbo lift. Now, what's next? The Arboretum. Basically the hydroponics bay of the ship. Okay, I really don't mind this. This is kinda good. This is kinda good. They also changed the plant pot textures here too. I like it. Let's enter the Arboretum. I think Dark Page is the episode where this is most prominent, I think. You can go behind the plants. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh, the water moves. But the grass is actually a whole lot better than the water because it has more variety to it. It's funny. It's almost as if there's actually wind going on in this room. These stones are so cool. And these benches. Ah. Say no more, say no more. Can we sit in them? No, we can't. We'll just pretend that we're sitting on them right now. Damn, my computer is really heating up, so I better hurry up and get out of here. Can I open this locker? No. It's just for decoration. Oh well. That was the Arboretum, ladies and gentlemen. That was the only thing viable to get through this deck. What's next? What's next on our list of things to do? The Arboretum is done. Ah! The Battle Bridge. This is really cool. Can we do anything here? Oh, saucer separation. No in the thank you. I really would like to keep the ship intact while I'm doing this tour, please. Oh, can't do much else here except, well, sit. Maybe there'll be more added in here later. There are no other rooms, so... Kinda boring. Let's go and see Picard's quarters. Now, Picard's quarters is actually down this really long hallway and things like that. Ah, here we are. I was gonna mention to the creator that in hallways like these on Deck 10 and or any other civilian deck or whatever, or living quarter area decks, the living quarters have the blue labels on the doors instead of the red ones. Just saying. Here we are into Picard's room. Very fancy. Shouldn't there be a replicator here? I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about, but this is actually really cool. Hey, Picard's got a blue bed here. Very fancy. I don't know if there should be a door here or not. I am very confused. Oh well. On with the tour! Let's go in this turbolift this time. Next up is stellar cartography. Now there's really not much else to see on this deck except stellar cartography, which I believe is down this hallway. Yep, here she is. Gosh, this is beautiful, but it's really hurting my eyes, and it doesn't have any panels or stuff to play around with. Also, you kind of need to be careful, because once you fall down there, there is no getting back up. I found that out the hard way in the previous versions. I had to request an emergency transport. I don't know why I just said it like that. I just do things really weird. Wonder if there's anything else to be seen around here besides just that. Personnel, where does this door lead? To certain decompressive death. Okay, well, let's try to avoid that then. Wait, where am I going? I'm going back to the turbo lift. Here she is. Next up, it is 10 forward, and this should be a lot of fun. Let's go to starboard. Well, this sounds rather creepy. I don't think I like where this is going. Oh my gosh! Computer, seal the doors! Is it gone? Huh, praise the genies. Yeah, I know it was super corny, but I'm a YouTube gamer, guys. What do you expect? Oh, I like how they added the insignias on the windows. Super fancy! Ooh. Ooh. Ambient music while you dine. I love it. A view among the stars. This is really super cool. Wonder if I can use this. Oh, pff, I just stood up. Alright, here we go. So that's what's on my roster for today. Good to know, good to know. I'll just have a seat and enjoy some of this delicious blue beverage. Ugh! That's not blue raspberry. What the heck is this, anyway? I'm moving to another seat. That was horrible. Now green. This is a color beverage I can get behind. This is great. What is this? There's the bottle, but it's not labeled, so... Let's see. It is... It is green. No further comment needed.
What is it? It is... It is... It is green.
Anyone up for a game of 3D chess? I'm just kidding. I can't figure out how to play because, well, I would love to learn how to play 3D chess, but it requires a 3D chess board game, and those games, this game alone costs about $300 to $400, so hell to the no. I wonder if they actually put an NPC that looks similar to Guinan in here, like Whoopi Goldberg with the funny hat. And the answer is no. We've got a meth abuser behind the bar. Okay, well, deactivating all of these NPCs again. I am sorry, but just not interested. Oh, here we go with the music again. At least we have this good music to listen to while we take a trip to the computer core. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the computer core area. Can we go to... No, we can't. They didn't clear this out yet. I was kind of hoping, like, in earlier versions, they have this area not blocked off so that you can go down that hallway and actually see the computer core, the physical computer core area for yourself. But unfortunately, they roped that off. They also roped these areas off to use the stairs to get to certain areas of the computer core on each deck, but it's only available on deck 10 currently. And there are 2 different corridors on each section to get to the computer core mainframes. I am going into one of them. See, it has a nice little path to tell you where to get out instead of going through these other areas where the doors are. And all 4 of these rooms are identical and they are enterable. Do they still have the... Yeah, they still have a little bit of issues with the door, but that's okay because this area is rounded. I mean, how are you going to fix a straight door with a rounded frame? It's hard, I know. But this place is really... all this work is just absolutely gorgeous. So yeah, this is what all of the rooms around here look like. Pathway, here we go. This is how you get out. Are you going to open for me, or... Oh, you just have to get closer to it. Okay, that's fine. Or we can just go through this hallway. I do know that there are a couple of areas here that I have, in fact, missed. It's over through this corridor area where we can reach other parts of 10 forward. They're not really 10 forward, they are lounge areas. That there used to be... Oh, this is where they are. Okay, here are the other crew lounges. They are excruciatingly similar to 10 forward, just scaled down. Wow, they look even more claustrophobic than the ones on deck 2. How about that? That is interesting. That is very interesting. And there are 2 of these on this deck currently, I think. But now we're going back to the turbo lift to our next destination, which is Sickbay and the holodecks. First, let's visit Sickbay. Shame I'll never figure out who was responsible for that Five Nights at Freddy's thing. It was you! Just had to put that in there. A little bit of canon for you guys. For all the Star Trek fans, at least. Welcome to Sickbay! Just look at this work. This is just so stupid cool. Look at it. I wonder if I can go into... No. They didn't add the science lab or the morgue just yet. Oh well, that's okay. Can we operate a centrifuge? No, we can't operate anything yet. What is this instrument of mass destruction doing in Sickbay? Do no harm. Really, people? I wonder if this one works. HMO office. Okay, this door does not work yet. Alright, that's fine. That is completely fine. There is absolutely nothing else to really do here, so we're just going to go to the holodeck section. But we can't access it through the corridor, so we're just going to have to use the turbo lift. This game is a very graphics-hungry game, so you really need to have a good graphics card and a computer system that will accommodate it. Just FYI, in order to play this, you also have to install Unreal Engine 4. I mean, this is where it is, guys. The platform of this game is Unreal Engine 4. In order to get Unreal Engine 4, by the way, you have to download what's it called? Epic Games, I think? Yeah, Epic Games, I think, yeah. Well, here's the second holodeck of this corridor. I think this is 7. Lucky holodeck 7! I like the detail that went into the arch, too. I mean, just look at this. You have the command structure, the systems over here. Also, another thing that you might want to consider adding around here is the holodeck panel, so that you can, select which program you want to do and then enter in. It doesn't have to work, it's just for the aesthetics. But I like how they did the blue and the green and the red lights on this thing. Let's see if it works. Computer, activate program Steph RC1. Oh my gosh, I'm in Randocraft. It actually works. Fantastic. Well, just checking to make sure that it works. Computer, end program. And here we are, back in the holodeck. Pretty cool, eh? Just FYI, just a disclaimer, the holodeck does not actually work. I just spliced up a little bit of gameplay in there for you guys after I film this little tour. Do not be alarmed. If your holodeck is not working for you, that is normal, because it isn't supposed to. Huh. Looks like they bugged up the Jefferies tube doors a little bit. They seem a little bit uneven. They were fine before, though. Huh. So weird. They also have the vertical ones. Unfortunately, you can't go up or down them yet, so that's a thing. But let's go to nacelle control. Does this door work yet? No. It used to work back when the system was offline, when he was still creating it, but oh well. Now, here is where all the magic in the warp systems happens. Welcome to the warp plasma nacelle chamber. This is actually what the inside of the warp nacelle looks like. Now you know, in case you guys were ever wondering. Now we can make a stop by main engineering. Deck 38. Deck 38, I say. What even is this? Jeez. Alright, welcome to main engineering, people. You can actually hear and feel the heartbeat of the engines. Oh, and this connects to the nacelle systems. How about that? And here's the elevation system. The elevator isn't here. They didn't put it in yet, and it's not operable yet. We can't go up or down. And I think there should be a ladder here, not an elevation system. But here's Geordi's work area, where the creator says he wastes time, does nothing. But actually, what I believe goes on around in main engineering, whenever the captain wants any form of propulsion, you know, thrusters or impulse engines or even warp power, depending on which phase of warp that they're going in, which warp factor they're using, they have to rearrange everything that goes on around in the engine room, do diagnostics. I mean, this is probably the warp core This is the warp core diagnostic assembly. This is the I think this is where the reactors are, and how to work the diversion of the power systems, you know, all of that jazz. So every time something happens around the ship, that they have to check on everything. That is exactly why there are so many people in this room at one time. And just a little addendum. This area right here, I think, should have a little mini replicator, like that woman who made hot chocolate on her first day on board the Enterprise. She accidentally spilled it on Captain Picard during the Q-Who episode, where he appears and launches them into the farthest edges of the Beta Quadrant towards where the Borg are. I mean, I think the Borg control a decent region, a certain edge of the Beta Quadrant, so we have to go back to the bridge because there is something crucial that I missed. There is a crucial update that I did not cover. In regards to propulsion, I mean, we're still here at DS9, but we can leave DS9, As a matter of fact, we can jump to warp factor 9 and go to a different location. This is so stupid cool. I mean, this is amazing. The way that they added this stuff in. Now, the interesting thing about this is the time frame that the warp factors work with when getting from one location to another. Warp 9 takes a minute. Warp 5, I think, takes nearly 6 minutes, I think. And Warp 1 takes about 10 minutes. So we're going to steer clear of Warp 1 at the moment. And we are right now in orbit of Mars, currently answering all stop. And here we are. Before I end the episode, I want to take you guys back to the shuttle bay. We're going to take a little tour of the brig, and then we're going to play around with the shuttle a little bit more. Because the shuttle is actually one of the main key things that is really going on in this game. Over here we have the brig. I wonder, can we play around with the force field in this update? No. I don't think we can. Can we? With these solar panel things? These things that just look like decoration, but I guess they have a function because they're in the brig, and why would you want decorations in the brig? Nope, they don't work. Oh well. I wonder whatever it is they do, though. It's kind of interesting. Alright. Now back to the shuttle bay. As you guys can see, the shuttle is reset since I last used it. Let's have a look inside, shall we? We can look at all the important details. Driver's lights are on. Cool. We have all these controls here. The separation sequence for the saucer section. Let's open these suckers up.
Shuttle bay force field activated.
Now let's hop on in. Shut the door. And we are ready to take off, I think. Actually, first, let's make sure that I don't bug out of this thing. And off we go. Just look at how majestic she looks. I wonder if we can actually see the bridge from here. Nope, it's just bright lights. There we go. This'll give you guys a little perspective. This is where that glass bit, that glass dome bit, is supposed to be in the center of the bridge. I mean, just take a look at how majestic this looks. My gosh. I mean, this puts you into perspective. This is a big D. Oh, we can take a close look at the phaser banks on this thing. Just wow. I wonder if these are solar panels, by the way they reflect on everything. It's kind of cool. There's the green light, and there's the red light. Wonder where the blue light is. Oh, there it is, on the nacelles. Hey, we can actually jump into the torpedo tube. We just got into the ship's bumhole. Mind out of the gutter, people. Well, that'll complete my deck-by-deck tour of the Enterprise D. I am aware that there are some areas that I've missed, but the video has already been way too long. But if you guys want me to make more videos like this, please let me know. I'll be leaving the link to the site where you can download this game so that you guys can play it for yourselves. As I've said before, this game does require a heavy graphics card and a system that can handle it, so just keep that in mind. I also want to shout out a big thank you to the Stage 9 creator for releasing these alpha phases for us to enjoy and to test. And I'll also be leaving a link to his channel down below. I thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today, and I thank you for watching.